Maggie Nema Janet, and welcome back to my channel. Kohamad Ayaluwene, Mama Hundin, Ada Mama Parippu Wade winner. Today I would like to make Parippu Wade, which are red lentil fritters. So patangam, let's get started. Okay, so I've got a pretty big cup of lentils here. I actually used about half of the packet. So this is the packet of red lentils that I'm using. I used about half of the packet and I've soaked it in water for the last 2 hours, actually about 2.5 hours. So soak them and then I'm going to drain them using the sieve. I'm going to get rid of as much water as possible because you really don't want water when you're putting them in the blender as it might get too mushy. You want to sort of coarsely blend them. You don't want it too fine. So I'm going to drain the water now and then I'm going to blend most of this lentil mixture. So really gonna get rid of all that water. And they say to put about 2 tablespoons in a separate bowl, so save them for later. So 2 tablespoons aside, and then I'm gonna blend the rest of these lentils. So I've just added the tiniest bit of water. Okay guys, I actually have to sit down for a lot of this as I'm not sure if you were watching my previous videos, but I actually fell and hurt my foot about 2 weeks ago. So I'm on crutches and my foot is in this big black boot thing. It's really difficult to walk, so I kind of have to hop. So yeah, getting all the ingredients together is quite difficult. And yeah, I can't stand for longer than a minute or two. And so I'm just gonna chop up the chilies, the onion and the ginger. And I'm gonna add that into the blended lentil mix. And then I'm going to use my hands just to make the patties for these lentil fritters. So a lot of the different recipes say a lot of different things, you know. Some say you need 3 green chilies and 2 dried red chilies, or do you know what, when it comes to recipes, you gotta just do your own thing, kind of just make up your own recipe. I actually made these yesterday already as a trial. I didn't make a video, but I just made them to see how difficult they are to make. If I would mess up, which I did a little bit actually, I did mess up a little bit. I couldn't get the patties to stick. I don't know if it was because I didn't add water when I blended the lentils or because I didn't use flour. So in the end I went and got some flour. This is rice flour, and I just added in a sprinkle, really just a sprinkle. And then the mixture started to stick together, thankfully. But I'll see what happens now today, if it happens again, if it's really hard to get the mixture to stick together. Wade, wade, wade. Den genapu wade. I heard a funny version of that Sarangani song before. So instead of malu malu malu, wade wade wade, den genapu wade. Surangani. Surangani, Surangani Tamalu, Genoa. I said Genoa the last time and it's Genoa with a g. Surangani, Surangani, Surangani Tawade, Genoa, Wade, 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 Surangani Tawade. Anyway, silly. Okay, I'm gonna add my chilies, my finely chopped chilies to the mixture. An onion, 1 red onion. It said use an onion. I think red onion is best. My dad actually packages these on the farm, so, well, at least he used to. So we always seem to have a nice, steady supply of onions on this farm. Okay, so I did the onions. I actually did way too many onions. So I've put some of them in a bowl to the side. And now I'm just gonna cut up the ginger, about 1 inch of ginger. And then finally I've got curry leaves. So my mum actually got this for me. Oh my god, it smells so good. And we're actually gonna plant it in the garden. It's only like €3. So I used a few of these yesterday when I made them. About 4 curry leaves, just like this. So just chop them up. I'm just gonna sort of sprinkle. That's it really. So then you just mix up the mixture with a spoon. These are the lentils that I soaked but did not blend. So you gotta add these to the mixture. They're gonna add a bit of extra crunch. So yeah, you're just gonna mix it up. You could do it with your hands, I guess, but your hands are gonna get really messy anyway. So you can kind of see what the texture is gonna look like. So you're gonna know if it's gonna stick together. So it's looking good now. I do think I made the onion too big. I chopped the onion pieces much too big, so they're gonna be quite large inside of these fritters. But the mixture is looking good. I think it's pretty much fully mixed now. Nice oily, greasy hands. Just using the palm of your hands. I think it's sticking together, okay? You want to make it a bit flatter. They say if it's not sticking together as much as you would like it to, you can add a little bit of rice flour. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think that one's okay? It is a bit wet. Maybe I added too much water. Is your hand supposed to look like, you know, covered in lentils? I don't know if it's too wet. Maybe I should add some flour. I'll do 1 or 2 more. But they are sticking together quite nicely. You really do need to be making like a whole bag of lentils to be making a decent amount of these. Like yesterday I only made 5. This time I guess I'll get about 8 maybe. I don't know what people with cooking channels do. Like what do they talk about? I mean, while they're doing the same thing again and again and again, like, oh, I'm just making a ball, I'm just rolling it up. I don't know what they talk about. Maybe I could just put some light, relaxing music over this part. Okay, so this is what they look like before they have gone into the deep fat fryer. So give me feedback, guys. I would appreciate any feedback. So do you think I should have put the flour in? I didn't put any flour in. Like this one looks like it's breaking apart a tiny bit. Ooh, help. So I don't know if I should have added flour or not. Okay, so the green light came on for my oil, so should be ready. I'm just gonna try 1 to start with. I really hope it doesn't fall apart. It's gonna fall apart. They say if it rises up to the top, that you know the oil is ready. Ooh, exciting. Yep, it's okay. So I'm gonna add some of the other ones in. Okay, so I have just noticed that one of them has broken apart a tiny bit, so it wasn't stuck together properly, so I need to be quite careful with the other ones. And then there's like 2 bits of lentil have just floated to the top of the oil, just swimming around inside of the oil, not part of the Parippu Vada. I think it takes like 3 or 4 minutes to cook, and then they should be ready. I'm excited. Whew, it's a tricky process. Okay, many recipes say to double fry, so take it out and let it dry for like 30 seconds and then put it in again. Oh. Okay, I think the first batch are ready. Time to do the next lot. Okay, so this is what the first batch looks like. Okay, I've just tasted the first batch. They're really good, but they could be crispier. So I think it's better when you're double frying them to leave them in for like an extra minute. So with this lot, I'm gonna let them in longer, and I think I'll put the first lot in, I'll put them in a second time and deep fry them a second time. So there you have it, guys. Beautiful plate of Parippu Wade. A beautiful day outside. I'm pretty proud of my Parippu Vade. Parippu Wade? Vade? Wade? Wade. Parippu Wade. I can never pronounce these. I can't wait to try them. And when my parents come in later, hopefully they can try some too. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and for your support. And I would love any tips that you might have about how to improve these and make them better. I'm sure I'm going to be making them again, as they are so delicious and are just the perfect snack with a cup of tea.
I hope this isn't like the other Sri Lankan food that you've made with a secret really hot chili hidden inside it that's going to burn my tongue off.
Good. Oh, that's lovely. Spicy. Lovely.